In your opinion, because there's so many platforms out there, so many social media platforms, so many content creation platforms. In your opinion, what sets Twitch apart from other platforms in terms of its appeal to creators?
I think I think that what sets Twitch apart is the fact that Twitch is like a petri dish with, just like everything just growing there at a super high rate. And it's a great place to experiment things with your community, with your channel, with your content. And I think that what separates it, it's that it's exactly that. It's like the internet and someone hit the fast forward button. Everything that happens there gets adopted. I've seen languages change as a result of that. Like in Argentina, for instance, there are some people that speak like our content creators do, and they don't even know where that came from. They're like, "Oh no, I just heard my kid saying that, and I just adopted that slang, so to speak." And I'm like, "Oh, that comes from
Wow.
Twitch. That's the content creator saying that." And uh, and it's so cool because it feeds off everything else, creates and mutates it a bit, and then just launches it, again to the outside. And that can only happen in a platform where you can build communities, where you can talk to people in real time. And yes, you may have a lot of platforms that can essentially do something very similar, and that's perfectly fine. But what I like about it is that Twitch is really good at giving the creator tools so they can do whatever they want with it. And tell you a very personal story. One of the most difficult parts of my life was when my mom told me you can be whatever you want. Give me a lot of anxiety because I'm like, wow, I wish you would have said I should be a lawyer because like it would have made everything a lot easier. Just having so much choice sometimes it's difficult. But Twitch is really good in the terms that it feeds you a little bit of freedom with every feature. So you're like, oh, we've noticed that you like to do talk shows. So here's a tool that would help you with talk shows. You're like, okay, cool. It's like, oh, we've noticed that you like to run commercials. Here's an ad incentive program. So you can also do that more effectively. So everything that Twitch develops comes from a necessity that the creator had initially. We work it out and then we give it to them and they use it and they give us feedback and we improve it. And I think that that's one thing that really separates us is that we really try to stay in touch with the community and develop things that will work for them. And it reduces that anxiety of being able to do anything you want because it's very tailored to them. So I think I yeah, that's probably like the biggest differentiator we have right now.
Nice. Nice, nice. I love that. I love the story of what you said. Like, you see how Twitch is affecting language and affecting
Oh
places
yeah.
and culture. Like, wow, wow. How do you feel when you see things like that? You hear stories like that. How do you feel like, wow, Twitch is actually affecting
Yeah.
society, culture, and language through its content creators, and it's also multi-generational, right? So that parent is not on Twitch, but she's just
Exactly.
listening to how her kids talk. What do you think when you hear stories like that?
Oh, when I hear that, I'm the first thing I think right now that I'm a little bit older, is like, well, I think this has gone too far. That's like the first thing, because like hearing, back then it was like my mom or one of my in-laws talking like gamer terms. I was like, wow, this
Right,
feels weird.
right, right,
But
right,
I think it's fun because like in general, language is affected by all the media that we consume. I think
right.
it used to be with people watching Seinfeld, Friends, etc. And now it's with this. Now this is the Seinfeld of our generation. Like they're watching their favorite content creator, and the weird part is that imagine that you could talk to Jerry Seinfeld and he will answer you in real time. So that's what's really changing, people's minds. That I create an even stronger bond because you're a part of that community, and that language evolving in a very direct way, which I think is just fantastic.